WEVE podcast coming live at you from Atlanta, Georgia, with Cuba, Cordoves, Lady D, J Nick, and Sister Shay.
We got Cuba, Cordoves. I'm Lady D. I'm J Nick.
I'm Sister Shay.
Hey, gardeners.
I'm Cuba Cordoves.
I'm J Nick.
Lady D.
Sister Shay.
And we have a special guest, Miss Betty Boo Banksta. We'll be getting into that later. I want to welcome you guys back to Eve's Garden Podcast. This is a channel we do not spill tea. We plant seeds and whack weeds. So we're going to go right on and get into it. Mm-hmm. What's going on in these streets, J Nick?
What's going on? So, guys, we've been gone. So we are back. So our stories are going to be from the last 2 weeks up into current. But I got some entertainment coming up. Okay. So y'all know that Kobe passed away, Gianna and the families that were on the helicopter. So, Gail, she interviewed one of his good friends, Lisa Leslie, and, brought up some of the things that was going on with Kobe, specifically the
rape case.
sex assault case. And so that pissed off Snoop Dogg thoroughly.
A lot of people.
A lot of people, but he was actually one of the main ones that could actually talk about it, and he called her a funky dog head.
Is that like his donkey of the day type thing? That's what he does?
That was no. He just wanted her to know I was on the yak and this is how I feel.
Oh,
That's right.
So, he got a lot of backlash. A lot of people was rooting for him actually, but he did get some backlash. So, of course, who came to save the day? The Red Table Talk. Yes.
Why she come to save them?
Because she's the sensei and she knows a lot of shit. Okay, I really
the
like.
sensei for the
I
black
love Jada Pinkett. Okay, Smith. Mary. Right. But he came on, so she invited him, and she also extended the invitation to Gail. Gail never said anything. But Snoop Dogg did.
To have them on at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Wow. So that it could be a full discussion.
Right.
So people could talk about it.
Yeah.
And of course, he had already said that he had been reaching out to Gail and just apologized because, like I said, a lot of people were for him, and then a lot of people were like, nah, you could have said it better. You could have did it better. One of those people was his mama. Black mama will check you at any age. It don't matter.
Yep. You know better.
Mind your business. So technically, his mom kind of got him a little bit more woke than everybody else.
Together.
So
She got the belt.
she
got the mama.
The belt?
She gave him the belt.
Get it together.
Yeah. That's basically. He got that belt.
He looked like
I was wondering who straightened him out. I guess it was mama.
But he just, what he was saying during the interviews with them is that he just really felt like Oprah and Gail come for black people.
They
black
do.
males.
They do.
And he said that a lot of people was on his side, but the thing that really got him was that, like you said, just the way that he handled it. Whenever Snoop Doggy Dogg says anything, calling people, bitches and whatever they say.
I think
he,
agree with what he said.
It just, folk just, black folks are already aggressive. We're already aggressive.
Yeah,
so
we're already passionate people.
We're already aggressive, and then,
moment.
Yeah, you got to give me a moment.
But that's why I like Jada, because Jada kind of puts that on the table. She said she felt for him the same way. She understood, but damn, you messed up. But people still have a problem with that episode. People feel like Jada don't ask like the hard-hitting questions. Like, when is the appropriate time to talk about someone's rape case, regardless if it was dropped or not? Because she was saying Kobe was famous and everything, and just because he passed away, we didn't talk about it after it happened, and when do we bring it up?
Right.
But Snoop said, no, hell no, because Vanessa and them girls are still out there, and that's wrong.
That's true. And to piggyback off what you said, that Jada doesn't ask hard-hitting questions, but what is she really supposed to ask?
Right.
What's she supposed to really ask? Like, the case was, let's go back to Gail. The case was dismissed.
Right.
So what is there to talk about? It was a dismissed case. Talk about it for what? It wasn't no charge of conviction. It was dismissed.
Well, I heard that it was the question that how is the victim supposed to feel if no one ever gets to talk about it?
The same way.
But she dropped it, right? She dropped it though,
There's
right?
nothing to talk about if it's dropped.
Right.
Right.
That's the point. It was dismissed. It never saw court. Where the girl never
Death has a way of
No.
bringing some odd things out of people.
But I don't understand how come when it's us, it's always brought back up.
Right.
Brought back up.
Right.
It's like even with OJ, they
Right.
still think
talk
again
about
with
it.
OJ. I'm
Yeah.
like, come on.
Yeah.
Again,
That's
more?
true. That
he
is
did
true.
it,
You know?
Yeah, that is true. That's a good
It never
point.
stops. Even when they dead, they still
Talk about whatever,
with
whatever,
us.
with
But
us.
with them, they're supposed to be like, no, forget it.
You know what it
It's
is with
over
them?
with.
That was already handled.
Yep.
That's done. So what are we talking about it for? I think going back to the interview with Lisa Les, I think she was classy. She stayed a class act the whole time because if it was my friend that passed and you want to sit there and talk about something that wasn't even a case
Yeah, so here
that
we
was
are.
dropped,
Right.
I'm gonna snap and I'm gonna slip up and I might say some shit too.
Yes.
My friend.
Gracefully.
This is
Yeah.
understanding the way the human
Yeah.
work.
And
You're hurt.
yeah, because see, and he said, like, I don't know if y'all seen the Red Table Talk, but even in here, he was like, I'm still hurt about Nipsey. Nipsey
Right.
passed, he was close to him. Then his grandson passed away.
Right.
Then
Snoop?
Snoop's grandson passed away. And now, Kobe passed away. And he was like, and I gotta be a man. I gotta not have any emotion. I gotta be strong. He was like, so I just had a moment. I feel like don't come
had a
for
moment.
you coming for black people.
And you know how we are, black people, when with the dead, you do not talk bad about the dead.
That's how we are.
That is how we are. So by her bringing up that case, and then she kept reiterating it to Lisa, and then to say, "Oh, well, you only saw that one little snippet and not the whole interview." Yeah, I expect you to be mad at me. Then try to blame CBS, her network, on putting that. No, that was. I watched that whole interview, and you talked about that throughout the interview, and you kept bringing it up. Well, but I do agree with one thing that she said. I do. When she said about how you won't see that in him as a friend. You're not going to see him violating women. You're not going to see that side of him as a friend. We're friends here. Let me tell you, we don't know everything about each other. I don't know. Y'all don't know everything that I do behind closed doors and vice versa. So people show you what they want you to see. Even in a friendship, we've been friends 29 years, and we're going to talk about a particular topic that I didn't even know. And this is my friend of 29
Do
years.
you feel like perhaps it was a poor choice of words that she used when she said, I felt like he was talking about me, my mother, my daughter? Because a lot of people feel like she made it about her.
Gail did.
No,
Jada.
Jada.
Oh, Jada made it about
She was
her.
talking to Snoop. She
Okay.
was like, I was, disappointed.
Mm-hmm. And what he
My
said.
heart dropped, and I feel like he was talking to me, my mother, my daughter.
How?
Because
I think because the thing is, they're saying that it was okay. So Snoop, she said that Snoop basically has a whole career where he demeans women, and he does. I love Snoop Dogg, but he does. They bitches hoes, and that's what it is. But that's the thing. You have this perception about you, and then you have moments where you have like she was saying the whole what's his name? He was about to fight him at the Source Awards. He always yes. He was saying during that time he took the high road and spoke out, and that was something that was really stood out to Jada. And she was like, "This moment," I was like, "Damn!"
So
like you didn't win.
So she was more disappointed,
right? Because I'm trying to support you as a sister. You like you my brother
as a black
but
man.
Right
but
now
his approach was on.
I mean, he did tell Gail, "We're gonna come and get your ass." I mean,
I think when he said that, he meant the black community.
But see, that doesn't matter.
We're going to cancel your ass.
But see, that's the
what
thing.
I think he meant.
But that's the thing. But that's not what he said. And,
It ain't what he said.
And because that's not what he said, that's so easy for people to take out
they
of
could take it out of context.
And then I'm gonna play devil's advocate. All his gang affiliation,
former.
Former. You heard what I said. I said I'm gonna play devil's advocate because, but all those things. These are what people think. This is what white people think. Let's just be honest.
He's
so it's
always
like
a gangster.
you're a thug, you're a gangster. Now you gonna go get Gail. Everybody love Gail and Oprah, so you better go get Gail.
What I don't agree with Jada, as far as when she said that she thought of, like you said, she made it about herself. She thought about herself, her daughter, her mother. But you should be more hurt when a black man sits and calls you old, you weak, You black. You got nappy hair.
Right.
That's why I date white women. Stuff like that. That will make me hurt me more than him calling Gail.
It's all about
that was
image,
an
though.
isolated incident.
It's all about image, though. These people are surrounded by the media. Like, these are celebrities, long listed celebrities. But y'all, so leading to that, we're gonna go back to COVID because y'all know his funeral just passed or whatever. The memorial was seen, and y'all, Vanessa was so graceful.
Very.
It was so sad.
It was very graceful. It's one thing to lose your husband, but your
and your child. I think that's the biggest thing.
That's what started.
I think that's really what it is. And
your
then,
child.
you know, Michael Jordan came out there with his tears. He got crocodile tears.
He was
for days,
snotting, too.
man. He
was snotting.
You can tell. And
This really
Shaq-
hurt people.
Yep, and it really did. But did y'all check out my girl Beyonce holding it down for her? Be your beacon of shit,
I didn't
girl.
know that they were friends.
Well, you ain't gonna never know because
That's true.
Beyonce is secretive.
Yes,
I'm her
very,
I like how she does.
very. The way she
Man,
moves.
you don't know how she moves.
Yep. She is.
But I just thought that was really graceful. And even though it was a large type of, funeral, it just wasn't, sometimes it can be overbearing. Like, I think, having 17 performers and all of that, because sometimes, like, it be extreme.
Yeah.
They coming through.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande coming and singing a song. This is a Stevie Wonder done dropped the line. That's a lot. That takes away from Vanessa and the kids.
Yeah.
But
It was classic.
it's always been some more shade because nobody been mentioning his parents. Like, nobody even said condolence to them. They was just like, hey, Vanessa, girl,
that tells you a lot.
It speaks a lot of volume.
Yes.
It really does.
Yes.
What's the shade with the go on, let us know. Plant these seeds.
It's more like he sued his parents. And money basically root of all evil. Y'all done separated
that's
them.
what
They
the
probably weren't
fallout
even
with the
talking
parents
with the parents.
Was money. You knew money.
Money
You know
is always
exactly
that.
what happened, right?
Yeah.
Well, what happened was the parents wanted this big house, and Kobe was like, "No, I'll give you money for this house
To fix the house out that probably that they already had. A new house for the small house.
Right? They wanted a new house, and Kobe was like, "No, I'll give you money for this house." So they took whatever trophies he had as a child, all that stuff, and they started selling it.
Too,
His childhood.
His childhood stuff,
memorabilia.
all his childhood
mother
stuff.
was trying to get him to come. I think she was spending like
Oh, yeah.
$100 a month for storage.
Yeah.
Before, she wanted the space or whatever. He never came to get it. He was like, well, whatever.
See, and that's the
So
thing.
when she sold it,
Yeah.
he was like, wait.
That's
He sued him and stopped. That stopped his loss. The lawsuit stopped it, and then it's like been a riff, I guess, ever since then. But
and
that's
now
so
you lost
sad
your child. You wasn't
that
even on
you never
speaking
get a
terms.
chance to
Yeah,
say.
that has to be.
That gotta be hard.
And honestly, I don't know if that's a good enough reason for you to
No.
stop talking.
No. I mean, not money.
We always
But betraying each other, yes.
But
But that,
always said,
no.
come get my shit out of her garage.
Right. Come
Because
get your
that's
shit.
basically on him, right?
Right.
She's like, well,
But that wasn't her real motive, though, to get his stuff out.
Not if she had been asking, though, because she's saying she had been
want
asking.
money.
that's true. But my mother has said to me before, like, if you don't come get your stuff, I want to get.
Donate
I'm
it.
going to give it to the
Donations.
donations or
Mhm.
whatever. And so with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
it's always two sides to a story.
Yeah.
It's really
It's
sad.
just sad.
That he had to die and they lost their son and their granddaughter.
But
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
it's important to say what you need
To
to
say,
and
yep.
keep it moving because you don't know when you're gonna lose the people that you love the most.
Right.
Yes.
You always think you have. We always.
You always think you have
You
time.
always think you
Yeah,
have
that's
more
right.
time.
We always
Yeah,
think
say
you
it
got
today.
tomorrow.
Say it
So
today.
what's going on out here, Shay?
Okay,
with
in
current
regular news, the stock market it went down really dramatically this week because of the coronavirus. People are fearful, they're scared. Some people even said it's a part of the population control that the government is trying to start, with us because it'll be against us.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, do I have to buy a mask? Do I have to buy gloves? How do I walk around the streets of Atlanta today?
Right. How do I hide myself?
You can't. You
Why
can't.
do I not feel like I'll be affected by the coronavirus? Why am I not in the uproar?
For the same reasons what they said about the West Nile.
I didn't get Ebola. I didn't get
But you
Ebola.
don't notice that every few months or
It's something.
it's always something that comes up to put fear. There's the
The
fear.
the CDC
Yes.
and this and that and
What was the Mexican one? I think they said it was a pig something.
It was something
Swine, it was a swine
with the
disease.
pork.
It was something.
It's always
It's always something.
It's always something.
mad cow, Ebola,
Yeah,
H1N1.
that's why you're not in an uproar because, like she said,
Hey.
You can't worry about things
you can't
I
control
don't know.
it.
My melanin is superpowers. I'm not
We
going.
ain't,
Not
we
getting
ain't
Corona.
worried. We ain't
I'm
worried.
a drink of Corona.
You
Not
should
getting
worry
it.
either.
With a lime in it.
That's
Hello.
A lime and a little grenadine.
Mm-hmm.
Coronavirus.
That's
Right.
it for my current news.
Okay. So I'm going to go on, guys, and introduce our guest. I know I briefly introduced her, but once again, this is Betty Boo Banksta. This is my longest, strongest friend of 29 years.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, ma'am. She is a mother, an artist. She is the mother of my goddaughter. She is my best friend. And like I said earlier, the topic that we're going to discuss today is self-esteem. And like I said earlier, it's things that I didn't know about my own friend of 29 years that I just found out maybe a couple weeks ago. And that's how we decided to do this topic about self-esteem. So I'm going to go around the table and I'm going to start with you, Betty. And I want to know what was your struggles with self-esteem growing up?
Well, pretty much just being told who and what I was. It's like, you just thrown into a new environment and someone's telling you, okay, well, you have this issue and you have that issue. And
this wrong with you, that's wrong
that's
with you.
wrong with you. This, and you don't know what to take from that. I mean, it's basically coming from a place where I was in a private school setting.
It's not on me.
And
the
then
camera
being
on?
put into a public school setting and then being tested. And you just kind of like, okay, I'm in this room. No bigger than this. In the room and you got the lights on, it's cold, the AC, you know, you just hungry, you want to get out, you know, you want to do this. And they're testing you to determine what level you're on.
Where you're at. How old were you?
Well, I was in the third grade, so
Okay.
So I want to say, what was that?
Like
Maybe
nine? About 9?
Yeah.
So you came from, for guys that you guys don't know, she came from a private school, a very small private
They
school.
had the Rebecca
Right.
curriculum.
Right. And basically it's only like 3 to 4 or 5 kids in the class.
And I mean,
It's kind of like Montessori school.
yes,
but
and
smaller.
As in a Montessori school, of course, you know, you move at your own pace.
Right.
It was similar to that until you grasp.
Then you move up.
And then you move on to the next chapter. So once you grasp that particular subject or whatever chapter,
then you move
can
on.
move on to the next chapter.
Okay.
So now,
So then you go to regular school.
a private school,
At-
setting.
you
A
leave-
public school setting.
So you can leave private, then you go to public in 3rd grade. They test you to see where you're at.
Where you are.
You ready to go. You tired, you ready to eat,
Yeah, not to mention probably before that,
you cold.
they make you do weird blocks and all this type of stuff, asking you about who discovered the world, Christopher Columbus, just things that you like, okay. They're asking
That you were interested in.
Yeah, how do you keep your bedroom? How clean is it? You gotta answer like a regular kid.
Oh, wow.
And the
Sometimes
wrong-
it's dirty.
The wrong thing can get you in a bigger hole than what you think.
Right.
And so then they're sitting here jotting all this down, the way she keeps her room, and then she didn't even know who discovered the world was round. And I'm like, Christopher Columbus.
You didn't learn that yet.
That's a lie anyway.
You didn't. It's a lie anyway. But you didn't. Maybe they didn't teach that curriculum because it was a lie.
That's
It
right.
was a lie anyway. So I remember doing the test and just I'm just trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get out of here. This is what y'all want. I give it to you. Let me get out of here. Not knowing really what was up against me. And so then they had a conference with my parents. My parents came home and told me they're gonna put you in a special education class.
Wow.
And I was like, kind of like the way y'all describing it, you know, they're like, yeah, for people that kind of need help with slower learning, things like that. So you like, I'm a slow learner. You know, you just
Don't know.
Yeah.
taking
Taking all that in.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're saying something's wrong with me.
yeah. So now you're put into this class, and then you have the other kids passing the hall, the ones that you were just in a regular class with.
Now, yeah.
Oh, you in that special ed class? Oh, you stupid? Oh, you dumb?
So you learn to hide.
Yeah, I learned to hide it. Close the door. You didn't want, you know. Now you have to remember, coming from a private school setting, the teachers were very involved in us. You know, we can. It wasn't gonna be to walk down,
Hold your teacher hand.
hold each other's hands or whatever. So like when you know, I have now I have this teacher in a special ed class, and she's very one-on-one. And
But you was used to.
I was used to that,
Yeah.
and you're developing a friendship with them.
And you like, it ain't so bad.
Supposed to be outside,
Right.
holding each other's hand. Oh, you holding their hands.
Oh, like
Well,
you real
like-
special now. Now it look like, yeah.
wow.
Now you, yeah.
Now, so you can't even have friendships in without people thinking this and that.
Yeah.
And the other. But on the paper, they label it as an intelligence disability. Kind of also retardation.
So when you found that note, so let's fast forward to high school. You get something in the mail. You take it.
Yeah.
Took it. You didn't want your parents to see it.
They give it to you in the class, and I'm looking like, I ain't taking this to my parents.
Right.
Yeah. My now, I come home and you see to the parents of Ajane Green. You like, it's my name on it.
Let me see what this is.
like.
This is high school now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You open that, and it says the same thing. So I didn't even give the letter
To
to my parents.
your parents.
I'm gonna be real. I have to do this.
Yeah, she got a code. It's okay.
So, when you getting told at school and on paperwork, you just kind of like,
Yeah, you start believing in it.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember one time being asked in a class what was 9 times 9, and I was like, I was one of those type of people who would just say something and just to get
you off
over.
me.
If I didn't know, I didn't take the time to even ask. How is it that you?
Yeah.
How you do that? I'm so
lack of interest will do that. If you don't care about that particular
You're
subject,
not gonna absorb.
you're not gonna exactly.
But as well, I was just so into how people thought about me that it didn't dawn on me to ask.
Yeah.
Can I interject for a moment?
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe there are certain areas that I need
Oh,
help
what the thing is to you?
one-on-one to actually understand it or anything like that. Not to, but instead you're going off of the fact that, okay, I'm leaving and I'm done.
Yep.
True.
So I'm not going to be able to even absorb the information anyway. Y'all tell
Right.
me
You telling me I'm done.
basically,
Yeah. You
on
saying-
paperwork, you're
Yep.
saying that I have an intellectual disability.
Yep. Yeah.
So that means what does that mean? That I have the inability to actually learn what this material is. So rather than, like I said, some people move at their own pace, and a lot of it has
Everybody
to do with
learns
interest.
differently.
Yeah.
I just really wasn't interested.
And a lot of artsy people,
That's right.
such as
Are
yourself,
different.
artsy
I love
myself, writing. That's the only thing I liked was writing in English in school.
I love that.
That's everything. I didn't care about none of that other stuff. I did what I had to do to get past, pass it,
So my thing,
get to the next grade.
My thing would be to tell parents to take back your children in terms of what they're telling you your child is.
Right.
Take your children back. Like, no.
I'm not putting them on Ritalin. I'm not doing this.
That's right.
Because it's all a plan and a setup. It really is. We're going to talk about that on another topic about IQ and special ed and young black boys and how
some
it's a
people want
setup.
to check. Some people want to check too. So
Some people want to check, and the thing is, it's just a lot of times parents will just take their word for it.
Yep, take their word for
Finding
it.
out what it really.
You know your child.
Finding
It's a
out
different
who your
learner.
child is.
It's a
and
different-
everybody learns it.
Maybe they don't want to build a play. Maybe they don't want to be an architect. Maybe they don't want to be a doctor. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. I do believe that we are each designed
Different.
differently
And we all learn
from
different.
The creator. So we're designed to take certain things in different.
Yep. Like I learn better hands-on. I got to do it. I need to do it.
Tactile.
You can't tell me. I can't read it. I need to do it.
You're right.
That's how I learn. That's the best way that I learn. What was you going to say, Janie? You was going
I
to
was just gonna say, I taught a lot of IEP kids in the same situations like that, and
Right.
I was always the favorite teacher because I feel like I actually paid attention to them.
Yeah.
And a lot of the kids that are in these classes have behavioral disabilities. More so.
More than intellectual,
so,
right?
remember
It'll
that.
be a lot of
It'd be bad.
it'll
That's
be a
all.
lot of ADHD.
Yep.
It'll be a lot of I'm just can't focus. I'm not interested in this. And
They
then what
actually had that on my
But
paper.
why?
Too. They had behavior. I can't
Like a
remember
disability.
exactly what it said, but there was one part where it said, I guess because I was in that class, so they have a certain kind of paper for that class, and I'm like, what kind of behavior disorder do I have? And I remember kind of asking the teacher, behavior, am I bad?
Right.
And she was like, no, but you're in a class where there are mostly behavior issues. So now, like,
see, they lump it all together.
Well, y'all put all of this in,
they lump it all together.
A lot of, I mean, it just
it's scary because you don't know. As a child, you're like, okay, you're being put in this box.
It's in different scales,
right?
Like major, like MOID. Those are the children who are majorly have retardation.
Right.
Those are the ones who you may have to help them go to the bathroom. They may have diapers.
Right.
Like I didn't even know that. I learned that one.
Yeah, for that.
There are different, but then the classes that I were in, they were in regular classes. Like it would be regular kids. It would be 30 kids or 32 kids, and then it'll be 2 teachers. And it just seems like you have 2 teachers because it's too many kids. But really
you got to set up.
So I would take
the certain kids,
my 8 kids, and go read with them over there. And then
in the same class.
when they would take tests, I could take them to another room and read the questions to them. They would take the test, but it was quiet. It was more, intimate time.
Kind of like kids that have 504 plans.
Yeah, because they're together in there too.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, all they want is somebody to listen to them because nobody is listening.
That's true.
Somebody to pay attention to what they're going through. Ask them how their day was. Most times they want to eat, they want to talk, and they want some attention. If you eat, talk to them, and give them some attention, or be compromising, like let them eat their snack because they may have one.
Right.
Let me take a
daydreamers too.
Honey, they won't even. First off, they'll beat the hell out of another kid for you if you ever get disrespectful. Just being honest.
Wow.
You turn in. I've been called aunties. I'm mamas. I'm sisters. I'm everything.
Yeah.
And you just gotta give them that. So a lot of times it is more so. I don't want a perception thing.
Yeah.
And if the lead teacher treats the other kids like their other kids, they know that. They know. They can feel that.
Yeah.
So,
I was going to say, teacher, hold my hand.
I love them, baby. I prefer. I know it's going to sound crazy.
Yeah.
I prefer them.
Yeah.
Teachers don't get intimate like that with their
Not
kids.
no more. Like I was going to say that they didn't do that back in our day where the kids are in the same classroom. They had classrooms with the kids was in with carpet. They had classes with, because I remember one time, she wasn't even in the special ed class at that moment, but it was next door to it, so it had carpet in it. And I remember the vocational class you was in, and I used to be like, "What's the big deal?" Because that's just a vocational class. And the kids that was in there was like, "Close the door, close the door."
Because those classes with carpet was back
then
in the 90s. They were known to be, if it didn't have windows or carpet, people knew that was a special ed class.
Wow.
But this particular class, this was for vocational business. So we had that class, and yes, and that's crazy. We're not even in there.
You're not even in the special ed class.
We were just ashamed.
Yeah.
For no reason.
For no reason. I used to be like, what's the big deal?
Because you're told what this is, and that being in a special class mean that you're dummy. No one wants to be looked at as dummy. No one wants to be looked at.
No one wants to be told they're dumb.
You gotta go to lunch with these people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
how did you hide it so well?
Yeah, I was intelligent and smart.
You bet you had to, because you hid it from me. 29 years. I'm a nosy bitch.
You talking higher?
I'm a nosy bitch. And
swag it out.
I'm telling y'all, I swear to God, I did not know. I did not know.
Put book covers on.
But we all did that. We all had the paper bag.
Everybody was doing that.
I was a nerd.
Might as well go ahead and blend in.
I just
blend in. You know how to blend in. And that's all you want to do anyway.
Not only was she my best friend outside of school, this was my best friend in school.
So y'all were together for a while and then y'all got separated.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to know that I was in there because I wanted her to continue seeing me as the person she knew.
I still would have.
I didn't want her to see me as,
I get that because of the sickle cell. I didn't tell y'all you right away because I didn't want you to see me as sickly.
Because
so I get it.
You start to learn and develop the understanding that I'm not this thing that they say that I am. So I don't want her to think that I'm this thing that they say that I am. So I'll just leave that out of the conversation.
Now I understand why when certain people would say certain things. Now I get why you would get so upset or defensive about it.
Right.
Because I didn't know.
Yeah.
So you can be friends.
Sometimes you can be a person that see you in there, going in there. I'm like, I know what that class is.
No one's ever mentioned, no one's ever said, you know your friend.
I didn't talk.
Nobody.
They know you would beat them up.
Probably. Probably.
That's my friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leave.
Yeah. You mother.
They call it a dummy class.
Yeah.
So you know you like I really don't want to be looked at as a dummy. I know I'm not a dummy. I knew I was always different.
Yes, I knew I
I
was
knew
too.
that I was different. So what would happen is I would write stories during the class. I mean, because it's not like
Yeah, they dream.
I'm
And you just
I'm still going to regular classes. It was just certain
subjects,
which
right?
was like math and
And
science.
reading and science.
No, it wasn't reading.
Math.
I was in a regular
So math and science.
math and science. I was in regular.
Because you was in regular
I was,
English.
right.
You was in regular advanced English with me.
Yeah, and it took though. It actually
How you
took
put
those
me in advanced English?
Yes, she was.
And special.
Yes.
How does that even work?
She was.
Oh my God.
She was a good writer.
But so yeah, they actually sent me away to do the little what was that I was doing with the
Vocational, the
class?
business stuff, won trophies, won all kind of, did all kind, won all kind of
It was- that's so
trophies.
Crazy.
So I was in contest.
I never knew.
Won first
How
place
would I
and
know?
won.
Wow. She did all the stuff.
Yeah. So I was
So
able
is
to
that-
speak and articulate myself very well. I didn't really care much about math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that how you started writing your songs and
It's
stuff
exactly
like that?
how,
Okay.
and the teachers acknowledged the fact that I was very good at writing.
Musically.
They're like, we see you write all the time.
Yeah.
Read whatever that is you
Right,
write.
read that.
So that's when I got put into the contest
Mhm.
of going around and speaking. And
They saw that in her and they put her in it. Yeah, so,
but the thing is, I hate math.
girl, who
I-
needs it? I need to know how to, who need it? I just need to know how to multiply, divide, add and subtract.
That's it.
And know some damn percentages.
true.
When we
That's
went over
true.
the basics, I
I ain't trying to be no damn
I just had a
engineer
hard time
or a
overwhelmed.
pharmacist.
Because my daughter comes home with homework and I don't know what that is.
Girl, let me tell you what I told my kids. I told my kids,
Mommy can't.
Mommy gotta go back to college.
Right.
Mommy gotta go back to college just to help you with this shit.
Yeah.
And she only in 3rd grade at that time. Like,
Wow.
what is this new man?
Can't do
It
that.
depends on what you're trying to do. What
Yeah.
is it that you're interested in? And they're not. I feel like they should find that out about
Yeah.
the children and have different programs for those children. You got some that may be good at being a mechanic. You may
Yeah.
have some who are interested at being an architect. I guess what kind of calculus.
Trigonometry,
Geometry is probably geometry would be the one I guess,
More for
architects.
architects and
Things
stuff.
like
Yeah,
So I guess it's just kind of how your
yeah.
interests are and what you're designed as, and because you're not gonna absorb. It's just you're not gonna absorb.
Not if you're not interested. Not at all.
ADD goes more bigger than what you think it is. It's in most intelligent people. You're not interested.
So I'm
Go off.
gonna ask you, Lady D. So I'm gonna ask. Like I said, we're going around the table. So briefly, what was your self-esteem issues growing up?
Pretty much mine came from feeling unwanted.
Mm.
You know, I was adopted, so my stepmom would always, even if she felt like the littlest things I've done, I'm sending you to North Carolina.
Wow.
I'm sending you to Belize. I'm sending
So
you
you were
here.
dismissed.
I was just
Dismissed.
right.
Dismissed.
So with me having my own kids now, it's like, no, you're not going nowhere, and no, you stand by my side, and yes, I do love you, and we're gonna do whatever we have to do.
Yep.
So it's
You
just
want
like,
to prove that you're
right,
wanted.
that I'm wanted by someone,
And they're wanted.
They want it as well.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that's mine.
that was your
That's
song.
what you
Yeah.
project onto them now, because what I project onto my daughter.
Exactly.
You're
Smart.
You have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
can do
Yeah,
whatever
you want. That's
That's
right.
why no one
That's
told
right.
me that.
Yep,
And I
exactly.
wish someone
Right.
Told me that.
That's
They
right.
may have pushed and motivated me better.
Yeah, it would have.
You know what?
You can't do this.
Let me understand.
Let me tell you what
Take the
would
time
have
to
done
see
it.
what
What
it
would
is.
have done it for us, especially me and you, because at this table,
Yeah.
if we got it at home,
That's right.
we did not get. And I'm not apologizing to no family or nobody for saying this, because this is
No.
what it is.
Not at all.
Not at all. If you're at home and you're being told, like I can admit now, I say it all the time. Then yeah, okay, we know what's up. What? And
Right.
I could not say that 10 years ago,
Right. Yeah.
15 years ago, because I was always told, oh, like at home, like you told the story earlier, how when you came over for the first time, one of my uncles said, oh, we got another Cuba. Oh, we got another
We're just really flighty.
You were flighty. We asked questions.
What just happened on a movie? Did he say this?
It was
Oh, no.
right. We just asked the question, and oh gosh, we got another Cuba. You know what I'm saying? Like I got that all the time. Like, oh my God, why are you asking? This is so stupid. Oh my God, you're so dingy.
Wow.
Oh my God. or either that, not or, that and, oh, you know, she just pretty. She just, you know, just pretty. So like you said, with your daughter, I make sure I reiterate to her before you're beautiful, before any of that, you are smart.
Because they're gonna be what you tell them that they are.
You are
That's
smart.
right.
When you tell them that, like say
You gotta
you're
feed that
bad.
to them.
Oh, I'm bad. You always tell me I'm bad. Well,
Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you I'm bad.
I'm bad anyway.
That's
so
right.
if
That's
I'm
right.
bad,
Yep.
That's right.
okay. So
I'm gonna show you.
You're dumb. You're stupid. Okay, well I'm done with it anyway. So you giving me this
Right.
I'm not doing
thing to work on. So I just do the dumb thing on the
What I told my daughter and my son was, if they were grades were slipping or something, I would say, I'm only mad at you and getting on you is because I know you are better than this.
That's right.
Now, if you come to me with these bad grades and I'm like, well, it's the best you can do is see, okay, this is the best, then you need to be worried. Because I don't believe in you.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, oh no, bring this up right now. You know what I'm saying? That means I believe in you and you can do better.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? So we got to do better with our kids.
That's right.
Communicating to them differently.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, I always
Put
say
yourself aside.
everything starts in the home. And growing up with me, my father used to call me stupid. And my mother used to say, I'm a whore. So when you have that as a child, you will end up being that. They spoke it into me, so I ended up being a whore.
Right.
And doing all of that.
But you mean
all
you
the
end
stuff.
up being a whore?
I was a whore.
Talk to me.
Well, how you say
Talk
it?
to us.
Say it. I'm
You a whore.
Right? I'm
Well,
looking
you
at the
call me
camera.
a whore
Sorry.
anyway.
You was a whore.
Yeah, say it right. I was a whore.
As a little girl.
As a
'Cause your
little
mother
girl.
told you
I got
that.
pregnant at 15, had a baby at 16.
Okay.
That was what she was pouring
Yeah.
into her.
That's what she
was
poured into
me.
her. Yeah.
And even in the hospital, my mother told the nurses, don't give me nothing. Let me go through it. So I'm 16 years old, no mother. The nurses were nasty. That's what you get. Your mother said that's what you get. And I was like, wow. So I have a thing with hospitals
Yes,
today.
yes.
You know, but when you're told that stuff, yes.
Yep.
Yes. So when you grow up, you know, as a man tells you you're pretty or you're smart,
Them legs
you know,
open.
I'm thinking that they love me.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me see.
Yeah.
They're feeding
Yeah.
you. They're feeding
Right.
you.
Yep. Something I never
That's what you
heard.
feed your kids.
Kids.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Children.
That's right. That's
However
right.
you want
so
to call
I
it.
would never, you know, my granddaughters now, I tell them like you do.
Yeah.
I say you're smart first.
First.
Then
Because we know they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay? They all, every last one of our children up there is beautiful.
You're going to make some dumb
Right.
Oh, yes.
And
Oh,
we
yes.
need our girls to get out here and be tarnished a little bit. We don't need
That's
them
right.
stay in the goddamn jewelry box, as we say. They need to get a little tarnished. So they do. You know, but you have to pour it into them.
Yes.
pour good stuff
Good
into your
into them.
children and your grandchildren,
Telling
you know?
I hate you. I hate you. They're gonna hate themselves.
That's
They're
right.
gonna act
That's
that
right.
out to people.
That's right.
And they're gonna do a lot of sabotaging and destructive things. But it is very, very. Like,
I went on to graduate college.
Yep.
I'm not stupid.
So you're
on the
exactly.
honor roll.
Exactly.
The first in my bloodline
Yeah.
to
Oh,
graduate
great.
college.
Yes,
Started the
ma'am.
master's program. I didn't finish though.
But you
I
started.
started it. And I'm going to finish it.
and
Mass
why-
communication.
So you got out of that box.
Oh, yes.
And I got out of the box of just being the pretty girl. So when I started businesses and successful businesses, that's when family
They look at you different.
looked at me different.
Oh.
Shit, she's
It's
smart.
your
She's smart as
determination.
hell.
It's your determination.
Right.
That's right.
It has nothing to do with how smart or how this you are. It's really your determination.
Right.
That's right. That's
Jamie,
right.
what was your insecure
I was
self-esteem
fat.
issues? You was fat. The
I
fat
was
girl.
fat. I was
She
the fat
was.
girl.
She was. Keyword.
And it's so funny because I feel maybe in elementary up until like 4th grade, I may have been like, maybe, you know, because you're fat. It's just like, it's a stick in the mud. Because I know when I was younger, I lived in California.
Was you always a chubby kid, like a baby, overweight?
No, I mean, no.
The weight came later.
I got fat because I got depressed because my mama wanted to move to Florida, and I had to leave my grandma and my best friends, and that was like my whole
world.
life. And
I remember when I left New York. I couldn't take it. I went right back.
I didn't really like my sister's dad, and I just didn't want to go to Florida.
So
I didn't want to leave my grandma because that's
Right.
I love my grandma. That was
my abuela. Yeah.
Okay, I will fight y'all for her. But I got depressed over that, and I think that's when I got fat. Because I was a Girl Scout. I used to do
Active.
you know, I was a cheerleader.
Yeah.
So
all
who
of this
was
stuff.
comforting you?
I think that it did then because my grandma wasn't there, and that was my comfort or whatever. But I didn't really feel bullied or anything. I mean, I just was conscious of it. My mom was always like, Because I never felt ugly. Now, that's one thing. I was never ugly.
No.
You see this face? Right. On everything.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. I was fat. Don't get me wrong. I didn't know I was that big. I didn't even know how big I was, to be honest.
Okay.
But I never felt ugly. And my mom used to always tell me to tell kids in the 3rd and 4th grade. She used to be like, well, tell them bitches.
Yep.
That's my mama.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, me too. Tell them bitches.
You can, I can be fat. I can lose fat, but you always gonna be ugly. And I used to be like, mama, that's the truth. I knew I was like, yeah, Tracy, yes.
Yes, mama.
Let a nigga know she cute.
Yep. Yes, right.
But I never felt like that. And then as I got older, I knew I was smart. That is hands down not even an issue. I knew I was smart. I knew I was cute. I was just fat. And I didn't even know I was fat. And I didn't even know that for real until I started liking boys. That's when I knew.
You found out.
I was like, oh shit, I'm man out.
Wait, they weren't liking you back?
I'm a friend. I was friend
You was a
zone.
friend.
I was, because you know that you want to kick
So
it
you
with
didn't
me.
see it.
I'll play football with you. You'll skate with me.
Right.
You'll do this, but you don't want to date me. You just want to be my friend.
Yeah.
You would tell me about all the other girls. Like, I would be the girl they'd be like, go tell Karen I like her.
Did you have the problem of your friends? Because I remember girls would be, they have one big girlfriend in the crew, and they will always try to set them up. Like, they felt bad for them.
My cousin used to.
My cousin gonna talk to you. Or, let's say you plan a group outing, your group outing, and everybody got a guy, and your friend is like, my cousin gonna
She
go with
come in
you,
and
okay?
she a little chunky. You know, my cousin did that all the time. And that's what I'm saying. It's never ill will.
Right.
I will say that.
Okay.
It's not something that they do.
It's
just like,
purposely, but
I'm
it's
just gonna be
still
honest.
hurtful.
It's honestly like when you the ugly friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you just talk to my boy? Just
Right.
That's what
for the
it is.
team.
Take one for the team.
Right.
You know what I'm
Niggas
saying?
do that. They good
And
for that.
and I'm not gonna lie,
They good
I
for that
wasn't
shit.
having sex.
Take one for the
I
team.
didn't have sex until I
And they
was
take it too.
17, like my second semester. All my people were having sex at 12 and 13, and I was.
Right.
So you trying to tell me you fat and you ain't fucking?
Well, I want fat, but I want fucking because
listen.
y'all know.
Well, you can't be both. You got to be doing one or the other. If you fat, you better be sucking. I'm just saying.
You want to do nothing.
I was like, listen. Let me tell you something.
Doing a goddamn
I'm
thing.
doing my damn homework.
We
I'm
was in
doing
the
my
same
damn
boat.
homework. And not only am I doing my homework, you can't even copy off the page, bitch.
Yeah. You
I
can't
was
even
that-
look.
Can't even look.
You
But
can't look.
and another thing
Because
that
I'm stuck in a friend zone.
you know what else friends do? You know what else friends do that they don't mean to do? They be like, this big Jazz. Like if we have plans.
Yeah.
So me and my best friend, one of my best friends, her name was Jasmine Johnson, and I'm Jasmine Jackson.
Oh, wow.
So we were both JJ.
Right.
But JJ was Bahamian and she was short and skinny. She was a dancer.
Okay.
And I'm short, but I'm fat.
Yeah.
Okay. At Georgia State, I was fat.
Okay.
Okay. Now that's fat. It's the difference. Because I thought in high school I was fat, but I was 150 and fine. I didn't know at that time. See, I didn't know.
But
college niggas got fat, okay?
Yeah. Didn't know.
Didn't even realize.
Probably till you look back at pictures.
And we would be.
Because I be looking at stuff.
We
I
be
be like,
planning
bitch,
stuff.
like right now, bitch, push back from the table. I know I got big since last season.
my
Come
God.
on.
I like the talk in this
You
girl.
know.
We would be planning stuff, and always in the text it'd be like, "Oh, Big Jazz, you going?"
Big Jazz. Yeah, you better stop.
And it's not intentional, y'all. Like I never felt like they was being rude, but
it's hurtful.
But it is because you start being like,
Yeah, that's hurtful. I don't care.
My only concern with things like that is obesity because it's unhealthy.
I was obese.
Yeah.
It's unhealthy. That's the only thing.
But how you get out? How you get out the box?
My OBGYN, where I was in college, on no lie, Rita Sharma, okay? She asked me, and I swear to God, she was like, do you want to be picked up on a crane? She said, she was saying that I was gaining weight.
Girl, she probably Indian.
She was.
See, they tell you straight up.
You want
to die. You don't want this bad. You're going to die.
I'm going to tell you something. When I got pregnant, and she told me that she was like, you get an abortion. Like, you have options. She said that to me.
Damn.
She said that to me. Yeah. You have options.
Well, I mean, she's supposed to tell you, though.
No, that's not, no. You black with a baby daddy and you obese. You should just adoption or abortion. She said she
Wow.
did. She didn't say it that blunt, but she's Indian and she was
people
just like
need-
that.
People need a psychological class on how to talk.
How to talk to them.
It's called cultural competence.
It's a cultural difference.
competence.
That's why
if you
I
have
say
cultural
yes.
competency, then
Yes.
you can
Foreigners,
can
I can
empathize
tell you 'cause
and
my family
sympathize.
You don't have
tell you straight up. I even got it. I ain't got no filter.
Don't say.
I don't need. I have right.
Tactless.
I'm tactless. I'm tactless in this bitch, and I got to do better. I'm tactless. I got to do better. I do better now, but I used to be bad, like bad.
Just say it.
Yeah, so it's a foreigner thing. Yeah, it is. It is. Africans, Indians, Spanish, not so much like Mexican or like that, but like Dominican, Cuban, certain Colombian. You gonna get it straight.
Ultimately, you just gotta build your inner self and
That's
understand.
right.
People gonna say what they're gonna say.
Yep.
Now I know.
And I was always popular
Now
too. That's what I was saying. I never felt like ridiculed because I always had niggas.
Yeah.
And I was always smart, and I could always, because I wasn't having sex, I had more options, more guy options and things like that. But now you can see I am.
Yes, bitch, go. Yes, bitch, that's it. How you get out that self-esteem box?
So, girl.
You lost that weight. You still losing that weight too? Yes. Lift and separate.
There's always something we just gonna feel like we can change to do better.
That's
and if you want to change it, then change
Then
it.
you
And
change
if
it.
not, then
That's
hey,
right.
You still fine. You still boogie. You still dope.
That's right.
What I say all the time, you got a nigga that make you feel like the shit, you better fucking brag about him. Because mine make me feel like shit with this weight on, with this guts in right here. He grabbed this motherfucker. All that, okay? He is good with it. So I need to be good with it.
That's right.
Right.
I ain't good with the left handles, but I need to be good with the weight.
But when you're ready, you know what to do.
And just like how you were
I ain't
saying,
going to the
I know I'm beautiful, and that's all about speaking life into yourself.
That's it.
That's
That's
right.
it.
Not letting people tell you. People
About yourself.
I think that's why my grandma, my grandma always was
Put
like
your
that.
grandma
She
fed that
came-
into you.
Before there was a Beyonce, there was a Jasmine because there was a Xandra. I swear to God, my grandma,
Girl, she's
Bro,
obsessed with Beyonce.
my grandma used to like hold it down.
Yeah.
She was like, "This is a star.
Yeah,
a star was born."
That's right.
And you remember back in the 90s was my grandfather was really big on recording. He would record everything. He was an engineer, so clearly he was the first
Our
person with a
family
camera.
saw stuff in us and our personalities. You're outgoing. Your voice just like how I am. I'm not scared. I'm gonna say it. I don't care what you think, what you feel, what you say. I'm gonna be me. You know, and with no apologies.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, the thing about it is, if you tell me that you're a boss, eventually you keep telling me that I'm gonna be convinced that you are.
You're a boss.
Right.
yeah.
And if you carry yourself and you're confident about yourself, I won't believe what you're telling me.
But see, I'm the opposite of that. I don't believe what you tell me. I believe what I see.
That's what I'm saying.
People
Show me.
you got to show me. You got to show me. So I'm glad. Thank you, ladies, for sharing everything. We talked about some serious topics. With self-esteem, but I want to get into my friend. Get into my friend again. I want to talk about your music.
Okay.
I want to talk about your music. For y'all that don't know, for y'all gardeners that don't know,
I'm sorry.
we started. She got a cold. She got the corona. You want some grenadine with it?
Oh.
Give us some brandy.
Give us some goddamn. I done gave her some damn brandy, so you hold out, y'all. She trying to be cute. This is the real raw
I know.
shit right here. So blow your nose, snotty
I
nose.
came here to be raw. So
So
see raw like I wish that I would.
bitch, yes. For y'all that don't know, we started the music thing together.
Soulflower.
Our group name was Soulflower. For y'all that don't know, I can sing, I can rap. Well, I used to rap.
A great songwriter.
Yeah. So we bonded over that. We became a group. It was 4 of us, and it was 3 of us, and we wrote that thing out. We got signed. Who we get signed to? Was it Warner Brothers? Warner Brothers. We got signed with Warner Brothers, and we just ended up letting it go because of management issues.
Yeah.
And she went, and I was done. She went and did her solo thing.
Black Rose to Betty Boo Banksta. So now it's Betty Boo Banksta. And it's been a journey.
Yeah, so that's just something. So y'all know we
light.
started it together.
A little light.
So she's the only one that kept it going musically.
Okay.
So we want to ask you some questions about your music. So my question is, why did you choose music to express yourself? Like I feel like I'm more of a poet
Right.
than a
Music?
But music, yeah. What made? Because remember, I wasn't even gonna do it when you called that day. Because I did it to perform at the talent show. Remember, I was like, no, I don't want to be in the
Music
group.
was that place where I could go and no one could tell me who I was. I can tell you.
That's right.
Fuck, I am.
That's right.
Yes, I love
it.
I love
And
it.
music allowed me that place to be able to do that.
Okay.
And people actually took the time to stop and listen.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
I got your attention.
I got your attention. Yeah, because I guess because I was very soft spoken.
Not no more.
Yeah.
Not no more. I think we reversed. I'm more like you.
Yes,
You used to
I
be, and
think
you're
we-
more.
And my mom
Yeah.
was like, hey, I think you got something.
Yeah. When did you realize you was talented though? Like, okay, I really got a talent. Was it when your mother said that?
Inside my head is where I realized.
In your head first.
Tell me I couldn't buzz.
You
You can
she can
and
buzz.
sing to the
Yeah, but you can sing too.
I feel like
I know they say. I know our vocal coach told you was tone deaf.
I feel like
Remember
I
that
do what's
bitch?
called wailing. I do what's called wailing.
It's called wailing.
I wail.
Okay.
So
And could change her voice
if
in a
I'm
minute.
heartbroken, it's
I'm
like,
telling
like
y'all.
some people that say, "Oh, I started singing when I was 5."
Yeah,
I started singing because I was heartbroken,
yeah,
and I needed to wail it out.
yeah.
For some reason, it went from.
Well, the bitch could harmonize. That's all we needed her to do.
I
We just needed her to harmonize. Okay.
I wasn't as tone deaf because it came from a tribe.
Yes. Yes. And
So if I'm singing, it has to be from a place.
yes,
So
like that Weeping Willow song.
yes, I mean, what
Y'all
I
go
say.
check that out.
I say
Weeping
what I
Willow,
mean
Betty Boo
and I'm
Banksta.
singing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, what's your question?
My question is, what's your next performance that we're gonna go to
April
and
the
record?
4th.
April the
At
4th,
Calabar,
Calabar off Redan Road.
in Georgia. What is it? Stone Mountain?
The Stone Mountain? It's
yeah,
on Redan.
It's on Redan.
Yeah, in South Harrison, Redan in South Harrison.
Yeah.
Calabar, y'all go check it out. You said April 4th?
April the 4th. Y'all come
April
and
4th.
check it out. I wrote those down.
What time?
Show. I got other artists that I got performing.
Oh, you bringing other
So I said,
motherfuckers?
oh,
You
yeah.
sharing the stage?
That's the thing.
Ooh.
I feel like the spirit spoke to me and told me, yo,
Share that stage.
I got a little bit more for you to do than about. It's not about yourself. It's about other artists because I want to hear different.
Yeah.
I want what's authentic and what is unique.
That's right.
And I will pull you
That's
out.
good for what your question is.
Mm-hmm.
For her.
So, what are your musical inspirations?
Oh man, Tarin knows Diggable Planets.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm telling my age. Okay, good
Tell it
One.
back.
I
So
love
I
Good
do.
One.
I love Billie Holiday.
Nina Simone.
Aretha
Yes.
Franklin, and Marvin Gaye. Just those is who they speak
Soulful.
from their
I did not grow up on any of who she just said. She introduced me to all that soul
My
music.
grandfather.
We just
had
listened
me.
to. Yes, that's what we listen to in my house.
I have
So-
the bombest playlist, and it's literally my grandparents' music. And I be
See?
in that damn house like,
Yes, cleaning
Yes.
it,
Good
jamming.
music. We're not talking about my music.
My father put Al Green on.
Yeah, my mother would
That's
put
right.
on Sade. I know it. Time to clean up.
They saying.
Time to clean up.
It
I
ain't
need a
so-
makeup.
and
Time
they
to
was
clean up.
nasty too, y'all. They just
Nasty,
but
but
they just
classy.
made it sound so good. It was like,
Classy.
take your pennies out.
Yeah. And you like, ooh, take them off. Take them off for you.
And we also
So-
do use that to get our free.
Oh, yes.
And I want to know, what would you tell like upcoming artists? What's your advice?
Hey, just keep going. Don't let anything discourage you. This isn't a thing where it's instant gratification right now. You're gonna go through something.
Yes.
It's gonna affect you sometimes. It's gonna make you feel depressed.
Make you want to quit.
Yeah, it's gonna make
It's like starting a
you
business.
Yes, and then
It's a
it
big
is the difference between where we started back then. We didn't have the platforms
They have now.
Utilize
Yes,
that. Like
utilize.
there's no excuse.
No more.
Not anymore. For
Nope.
getting your shit out.
Nope.
You know
No.
they They have so many things you can do now. You can make your own money.
Yep.
You know, you can get your own clothing gear.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
Whatever, like everybody got the instance now.
Oh yeah, the pussy incense.
She don't put a pussy in.
First off, that's what we should have talked about in entertainment news because that just blew me.
She's crazy. Let me go back. Devil, what's your question for Betty?
You got it. Whatever you got. What's your product?
Right.
I'm not selling no pussy incense.
Right?
If you want to have more than just music now.
Right. Exactly. You got to have more. Right.
True. But not a pussy incense.
So, my question for you is, as a mom, how do you balance your art and motherhood?
Oh man, I've been on stage even when I was carrying.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I just take her to the studio.
Yep.
And she was like maybe 6 months.
She knew.
Make a little bed for her.
Yep.
Music be turned up loud on a microphone. She just got used to it.
Yep. And come run out real quick, feed her bottle.
Yes, and she keeps me going. You know, and the thing about it is, it's just she's a music baby.
Yeah.
She always will be a music baby.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. You just that never stopped me. She was actually more
pushed you.
She pushed
that pushed you.
That's how
I just took her with me. I never let music be the reason why that got in the way of that. And she never got in the way of that.
Yeah.
It was just all naturally one.
Yeah.
And that's my first though. She's my first.
First and only.
First and only.
Yeah. Would you let her follow in your footsteps?
I would, but it doesn't seem like she really wants.
Okay.
But you would let her, if she comes to you and want to rap and you'll support it.
Oh yes.
And you can really carry her through it because of
what hype woman.
Yeah.
She'll be too.
You owe her.
Because there's so much of she was so patient with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was support. I'm gonna do that anyway. I'm gonna support her anyway. I'm like, man, she taught me what support was.
Oh yeah.
She really did.
Your kids, they do. They
hold you down.
So basically I want at the end of every episode, guys, we're gonna plant a seed. Okay, gardeners? And planting a seed is basically just letting you know basically knowledge. Planting seeds is about knowledge and whacking weeds is about removing bullshit. Yeah. So just so y'all know what the meanings are behind that. So what's your seed you want to plant?
My seed to everyone is we are wonderfully and fearfully made. So you got to walk in it. You got to walk in it. Don't let the people tell you because naysayers is going to be everywhere. You got to know. And talk to yourself like you was talking earlier. Talk to yourself.
I talk to myself and I answer.
I know I'm smart. I know I'm beautiful. Look in the mirror. Yep, you're beautiful.
Thank you for that, plant that seed. I received that. Take it.
I do.
Yes. So with that said, guys, we have a award. And basically this is called Eve's Garden Podcast presents the Whack Ass Weed Award. Whack Ass Weed Award because we plant seeds and we whack motherfucking weed.
Yeah.
Whack the broad.
So here's how it looks. Whack the broad. So the broad I'm about to whack is motherfucking Gail King. I'm still mad at this bitch. I'm still mad at her.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at her
She
still,
needs to
y'all.
apologize.
Yes. She need to apologize and not blame CBS and all of that. Okay? She need to apologize. And my garden award, which means it's planting seeds, which is positive. So it's called You Garden Presents the Garden Award. So the Garden Award is basically if you do something good or, we acknowledge something good that you've done. And the award, to keep it on the same subject, goes to Lisa Leslie.
Yes.
For being a class act.
Class act.
Because I am not
She
classy.
punched her in the face, but she did.
I'm not a classy bitch. Because I would have went across that little table that was in between them or whatever.
She looked like she wanted to, but I was like,
she was classy. She was classy. So with that being said, we're going to close this out. I thank y'all for sharing.
Thanks for having me, girl.
And we're going to be there April 4th. April 4th. Calabar. And I'm going to post it on Instagram.
Pull up.
Yep. And check her out, Betty Boo Banksta. And at the end of the show, it's going to have all the social media.
Platform. Betty Boo Banksta is on every platform.
Yep.
That means Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. You can catch me. Find me on
everywhere.
Everywhere. I'm everywhere.
She out here. She in the streets. As I said, I'm God. You're not God. You God. Add that A on that bitch.
All right.
All right. We're going to close it out. We love y'all. We will see y'all soon.
We're back.
We're back. Later. Bye.